We understand you wrote
no,
the program.
POC part of this to now make the decision, make me more time when I try to do everything better and better and better. Now I got it 3 years and you decide to give me an extra year in jail?
Yes, sir.
No, you can put the whole 29 if you want.
Yeah, we considered that.
Now that your people made yourselves like God. You know what I mean? You
Our job to protect the community.
I don't even got family in here. And you don't see that. You know what I mean? When I ask for help, you don't see that. You don't see nothing in that.
Mr. Gonzalez,
You know
our
what I mean?
decision will help you get into the programs you need to become suitable.
You say that now, you cannot decide what I'm going to do or not.
And what we just saw is what we would call foreshadowing to a parole hearing that has a conclusion that you may not be able to guess, even though I showed you a glimpse of it. It is not a spoiler. Something happens that we have never seen happen before. As a matter of fact, two things happen in this case that we've never seen happen before. One of them is that a man came in with a special parole eligibility date of 2026 and ended up leaving, having to spend more time in prison. I did not know that this could even be possible. But what's crazier than all of this is the fact that this man in the year of 2000 shot someone in the eye. The person survived, and he ended up doing a plea deal for 20 years. Now, he paroled out in 2021 and within 6 months, or 2020, within 6 months, he was revoked for DV. He then absconded 2 more times before finally catching this felony where he shot up an apartment building. Now, did the DA and the judge throw the book at him? No. They only sentenced him to 3 years in prison. A man who spent 20 years in prison for attempted murder gets out, absconds twice, catches a DV charge, and then shoots up an apartment building is given a 3-year deal. As a matter of fact, he was only sentenced April 11th of 2025 and already up for parole just a few months later. But again, what happens next is a perfect example of F around and find out. And with that, let's jump in.
My name is Alexis Gonzalez, email number 280417.
This hearing is being conducted in consideration for a parole application. Alexis Gonzalez, 280417. He is serving a sentence of 3 years for criminal possession of a firearm and interfering with officers. As of today, records reflect the approachability date of May 26, 2025. There is no victim in this case. There is an offender accountability plan for the offender and has been reviewed and shows the offender has completed the following programs. No programs have been completed to date. The offender is currently working. Utilizing statewide collaborative offender risk evaluation system score, the offender's overall score for recidivism falls in a very high rate. This is your opportunity to express the board why you think you should be granted parole. You may begin.
At this time right now, I'm at the good behavior. I just try to do the best. I don't go lie to you. I don't justify myself what I do in the past. You know, it's wrong, it's wrong. This time, I don't been called for a program I'm supposed to do, but at the AA in Hartford, I went to school, Churcher, and here I still go to AA, waiting for that program that they designed to me, but I sent a couple of requests and no answer. You know what I mean? I just wait because I know I'm in the list. I'm not the only one. And I try to do my best, you know what I mean? I grow more, you know what I mean? I bring back decisions that I know that, you know what I mean? Person, that not how me supposed to keep drinking my medication, but I stop doing all that and that's a consequence, you know what I mean? And
Okay, sir. We have some questions for you. Can we start to ask them?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to take turns, and then when we're done, we'll deliberate and we'll give you our answer, okay?
Yes, sir.
my colleague, panel member Turner, she's going to start with the questions.
So, Mr. Gonzalez, you have a 25-year criminal history that involves some very serious offenses.
Yes,
You were a convicted felon prohibited from possessing firearms and ammunition, and you bought a gun.
Yeah.
Why did you buy a gun?
I just in the street using drug, you know what I mean? They person came to me like selling it so cheap, and I say, all right, I can buy this one and selling it to get more drug, you know what I mean? 'Cause
Okay, so do you have a license as a federally licensed firearm dealer?
No,
Okay, so you committed a crime, you acquired a
Yeah.
firearm
yes,
illegally, and you
Yes.
were in the illegal possession of that firearm.
yes,
You were seen on video shooting that firearm at a building. Do you deny that you did that?
no, I don't deny that, no, I never
Okay,
denied
well,
that.
it was on video, so it's good that you're not denying it. Why would you choose to shoot the gun?
I just drinking. You know what I mean? I don't even know, I don't got no reason to shoot that gun. I just drinking at that moment.
Okay, so let me get this straight, the facts. You were
Yes.
on special parole,
Yeah,
you're a convicted felon, you
yeah,
acquired a firearm deliberately,
yeah,
you were under the influence in possession of the firearm, and you chose to shoot it, endangering public safety.
yeah,
Okay. You are in for your third period of incarceration greater than a year, and you have taken no programs. The good
Yeah.
news is you don't have any disciplinary issues. You have special parole running, and it runs through December of 2029. So
Yeah.
when you finish this sentence in about a year, you have 3 years of special parole still to complete. How are you
Yeah.
going to do special parole successfully this time?
I will do better. I know, as like I told you, I don't go justify myself what I do in the past, you know what I mean? But this time I really, really apologize to everybody and everything because I gotta do better behaviors like I do right now. You know what I mean? I go to church, I know I don't do no program, but that's because they don't call me. I don't got no control on that. You know what I mean? Right now I send 3 more requests to do the program that I got in my OAP, and I don't even got an answer yet. You know what I mean? I don't go get mad.
Working as
you
a
know what I mean?
chairman, Mr. Gonzalez?
Excuse me?
You're working as a chairman?
Yes.
How long have you been doing that?
It's like a month and a half when
Okay.
they hired me here. Yeah.
Right? And you have a longstanding problem with alcohol, marijuana, and pills.
Yes.
You've never done treatment for this out in the community?
No, before I came to jail, before my arrest, I went to I don't know how to pronounce right. It's Catherine Cherry program.
Mhm.
They call it like that. That's in Hartford. That they give me the pill and all that for the treatment. Then I stick to that program too. I
What
went to
pill
the
are you
program.
referring to?
Excuse me.
What pill are you referring to?
They give me the one is for alcohol and drug.
Vivitrol? No, that's a
Something like
shot. Okay.
No, something like that. It's a pill. It's like kind of like purple.
All right, but that's not treatment in terms of getting at why you abuse substances and alcohol. Have you ever done any work on yourself to unpack your issues?
No, yeah, it's like I try to explain you. You know what I mean? Just with my English, but that's I try really to do before I came to jail. Even then I'm running from the FAFO before I get the case. I went to that program to take treatment. I stick to the program every week. You know what I mean? And they give me that medication that I cannot use drug at night. You know what I mean? For that when I got arrested, I'm
Do you know
really,
why
really
you abuse
intoxicated.
substances?
Excuse me?
Do you know why you abuse substances and alcohol?
Not really, just because I want really, you know what I mean? I'm really
Are
here
you avoiding
alone.
life? Are you self-medicating trauma? Is this just
Basically, yeah.
recreational?
Basically, yes, miss. I don't go lie. I do it because I'm here alone. I don't got no family, nothing here. You know what I mean? I try to be close to my family, but it's hard. You know what I mean? For me, and that's the first thing I look at it in more easiest way. You know what I mean? And
How
now
did
that
you meet your girlfriend who's in Texas?
I met her in 2014 when I'm
Out. Where?
at the African house by the west side. You know what I mean? And that's when I started the relationship with her and everything.
In 2014.
Yeah, I met her basically in December 2013.
So why did you choose to abscond from parole twice?
I understand that word right there, miss. You can say it again?
You absconded, you left supervision, you
Yeah.
off into the wind twice, 2021 and 2023. Why?
Yeah, I'm running because I'm drinking, you know what I mean? That's in the paper, the officer and the staff know, because a couple of times I went to there and they asked me, I say, yeah, I need help, and you know what I mean? I just say something, and the last minute I decide to not come back to the affair.
Well, Mr. Gonzalez, I really hope that you can get into the programs that are going to support your recovery, because it's seems to be what you describe as, you know, the root of your problems.
Yeah.
And contributing to your poor choices and criminal behavior. I couldn't find you suitable today without those programs.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, the fact that you were on special parole, you had the resources, the officer to support you being successful, and you didn't want it. So I hope when you are back out in the community on special parole that you will work with your parole officer. And, you know, do you have any life goals, Mr. Gonzalez?
A what?
Life goal? Anything
Yes.
you want to achieve? Any legacy for your children?
I want really work, and my vision and my goal is make my own restaurant.
Okay.
So like that support my grandkids now, because my kids is all already, you know what I mean?
You have a background in the restaurant industry?
I tried to do it before, you know, because that's a little truck and thing. It's not the same that I want right now, but I know I can make it this time.
Well, I think you need a lot of programming to support you being successful in achieving that goal. I hope you will be. Thank you for talking with me. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilmember Sarkov, do you have any questions?
A couple of questions. Good morning, Mr. Gonzalez.
How you doing? Good morning.
I want to go back to your conviction in 2001. That was for assault and conspiracy to commit murder. That time you denied your involvement. Is that still your position?
Excuse me?
At the time of your conviction for assault and conspiracy to commit murder back in 2001, you denied your involvement. You said you were not responsible. Is that still your position?
At the beginning, yes, I denied, but and then in the end, when I got my sentence, I agree in court. You know what I mean? When I see a special parole, when I see the parole, I never deny, because I did what I did. You know what I mean? I'm not that kind of person. They come to you to lie in your face. I don't like people lying in my face. You know what I mean? If I gotta tell you something straight, I'm gonna tell you right there straight. You know what I mean? It's like the lady tell me, yes, I did a lot of things wrong, and I'm looking for that program that she tell me. You know what I mean? Because I know I got a lot of programs around, but I decide to drinking all that. But I'm not really denying. I deny in court, yeah, in the beginning.
Okay, so just to make sure I understand you did shoot the victim in that case.
Cosby?
You shot the victim in that case. Is that
Yes.
correct? Okay.
Yes.
All right. It is concerning that you're with a gun, using a gun 24, 25 years later. Why do you think you struggled so much with supervision in the past?
I never really expect that I go get that gun. It's like I told you, if somebody show me with a gun $50 and I say, all right, I can grab it and sell it back, like that I can get more drug. You know what I mean? And drinking more. That's the way I seen it at that moment. I only had that gun for like maybe 4 days. You know what I mean? Just looking for somebody to sell it, and that's it made my addict, you know what I mean? My drug, my alcohol, you know what I mean? Finds for more money. That's the way I seen it. When I shoot it, I went to the hospital and everything when I got my arrest, and I denied that to my lawyer that I said, nah, I never went to the hospital. When they bring me the paper, that's when I say, whoa, my mind's really black out that moment. You know what I mean? Because when he said that I went to the hospital, I don't even recognize that. Then I denied that to him.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. So, Mr. Gonzalez, the building that you shot at this last time, do you know the
Yes.
people inside the building? Did you know the people inside the building? Were you upset
No.
with someone in the area?
I just went to the liquor store. That happened after the liquor store.
I mean, why would you pick that building? Is there any reason? You don't know anyone that lives in the building? You weren't upset with anyone? There was nothing going on? You just were walking down the street and decided to start shooting into someone's apartment?
No, when the police told me that I gotta shoot it, I denied that to the police because I don't even realize that I shoot it. I don't even.
Yeah. No, they have it on video. They have it on video. There were people inside the
No,
apartment that lived.
they showed me the picture and all that, and I said, "Whoa, I did something that I don't even know that I did." You know what I mean?
Right. I just wanted to clear that up. Okay, that's all I have, Mr. Gonzalez. We're going to deliberate now. You can listen at this time, but please don't interrupt, okay?
All right, thank you.
And we'll give you our answers shortly.
Yes.
Panel member turn.
As I mentioned earlier, I find Mr. Gonzalez suitable. He obviously was on special parole when he committed these new offenses that endangered the public. He has a very concerning and serious criminal history. He's now got himself on the state's deadly weapon offender registry, and he seems to attribute most everything to his alcohol and drug use, and hasn't done the work yet through programming or on his own, other than attending AA meetings, to get a handle on the situation. His performance on special parole is very concerning. He came back within 6 months on domestic violence charges, and then he had absconded twice. It's not often that we see somebody who's 47 years old still scoring very high for his risk to recidivate. So it's a deny for me today.
Yeah, I agree. And then he has special parole running until 2029. So I think we're gonna need to discuss that a little bit further, but let's see how, member Sutton.
There's no denial. We're going to discuss what to do with special parole.
So we have the option of, expanding the sentence here to include it. I wish you would have given us some information here about something. He hasn't done anything. There's no programming or any kind of, besides the fact that he says he's went to AA.
Well, and that's a positive, as is no DRs
Okay.
and, being a chairman for a month and a half.
Okay.
So that's some
Something.
progress, some positives, but it doesn't begin to outweigh the negatives. And it's concerning to me to think of denying discretionary parole today and putting him out end of sentence, because between now and then, which is literally a year from now, we have no idea if he's going to be in any better position to address his his addictions that he attributes all of his criminal acts to.
It's a real serious public safety concern of mine. He can't even articulate why he shot into these random people's apartment.
Claims he doesn't even know he did it.
Does recall buying the gun. I mean, that's about it. How do you feel about this, Sarkoff? I mean, we could max him out until his end of special parole date. My estimation here, I have written down is December 5th, 2029. I don't know if anyone has a different date than that.
That's what I have. 4 years and 3 months.
I think I'm leaning towards re-paroling for the remainder of special parole, and certainly understand that next now.
The only way I would feel comfortable offsetting any of the special parole that's running is if we did a rehear.
Yeah.
And then at that point, we'd know whether he's become suitable to resume special parole supervision in the community.
And that might give him some motivation to really try to do some programs and come back.
Well, he claims he's motivated. They aren't calling him, is what he says. But without any DRs, I'm not sure why that would be the case. I mean, he only got sentenced in April, so that's part of it.
Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, I would like to have some supervision in the community. I see the benefit of having some supervision, even though he hasn't done well in the past. I don't want him without supervision either. I think we all agree on the denial. And the reasons I have were criminal histories, current offense committed on special parole and inadequate program participation. Let's come to some kind of agreement here.
I would put on the table a rehear in December of 2027.
So that's past the end of his sentence. Can we do that?
See why we couldn't, because we could hold him until 2029.
Okay. Yeah. For 2027 right here. How do you feel
So we
about
can
that?
make it October of 2027.
Because they'll give us some extra time to do some extra programs, come back, and still have 2 years of supervision if we went somewhere, you know.
Well, by then we could earn credit. It would.
Could go back to October, you said. Hard for me to determine now what his status will be like in 1 year from now. If at that point he would be suitable, you know, to be on special parole. Guess what? He hasn't done anything yet for me to feel that way.
So is it a date that you're struggling with? Would you rather June of 2027?
June of 2027 would be fine by me. Is that okay with you, Sarkoff?
June of 27.
We'll have him come back for a rehear, right? And at that time, we could make a determination on his suitability for returning out into the community on special parole. So at this time, we don't need to set special parole conditions to denial and a rehear with that date. And then he can work on himself until then. Is that good with everybody? Okay. Let's try to make this motion. In regards to Alexis Gonzalez, inmate number 280417, I'm going to make a motion to deny discretionary parole based on his criminal history, his inadequate institutional program participation, and the fact that his current offense was committed while on special parole. I'm going to further make a motion that remain in custody past his end of sentence for his current charges into his special parole sentence until June of 2027, when we will rehear the case. Make further decision at that point.
I would just add, Mr. Chair, that the special parole is running through December 5th of 2029.
Okay, so the special parole is.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, Mr. Gonzalez, do you understand all of that?
No,
Okay, sir, what we've decided to do is this. We've decided that you're not ready yet. You haven't taken enough programs, and this is a risk to public
yeah,
safety.
excuse me. I don't take no program because it's not my problem.
Okay, but we want to
I
give you the
write that, I
opportunity.
write that, no, I write that. But all
Okay.
that decision, they made my 3 years in sentence, and you now give me an extra year in jail
Yes.
because
Yes.
you want it, not because
Yeah.
you want.
We could go all the way to the end, sir.
That's
We
kind of
could
like,
go,
I don't know, because I don't got no problem to do the program. It's not my problem that they don't
Yeah.
call me.
we understand you wrote
No,
the
you're
program.
DOC part of this to now make the decision, make me more time
Mhm.
when I try to do everything better and better
Yeah.
and better. Now I got it 3 years and you decide to give me an extra year in jail.
Yes, sir.
No, you can put you can put the whole 29 if you want.
Yeah, we considered that we,
That your people made yourself like God. You know what I mean? You
It's our job
destroy
to
people's
protect the
family.
community. We
I
have
don't
to,
even got family in here. I don't even got family in here, and you don't see that. You know what I mean? When I ask for help, you don't see that. You don't see nothing in
Mr.
that.
Gonzalez,
You know
our
what I mean?
decision will help
When
you
you
get
say-
into the
when you say
programs you
that-
need to become
No, you say
suitable.
that now.
This
You
hearing
cannot
is
decide
over.
what I'm gonna do or not.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You give me more time than the judge give it to me. Now you want to make me do an extra year in jail? You know what I mean?
that's what,
No, I know, lady. I know you don't care.
In the
It's not
interest
in
of
your
public
family.
safety.
No, I'm not. It's not public safety.
okay.
It's not
Well,
public
sir, we
safety.
tried to explain it to you. The hearing is over. Good luck to you,
No,
sir.
it's all right. It's all right. It's denied. Do whatever you gotta do.
417. You're all set,
Thank
Senator.
you. Yeah, I know that.
Now, who else is saying, why is it that the parole board is just taking it? Why don't they say, you know what, fine, we'll give you what you want. We will hold you for the entire time. We will hold you up until 2029. We've never seen it happen, but the way he's acting, the parole board surely should do something. Well, they did do something. Now, a full hearing elapsed. I'm not going to show it to you. The CO came back in for the next hearing, and that's when this happened.
One of the offenders that just finished with them, we need him to come back down.
The one that just left?
Yeah, his last name was Gonzalez. Number 280417.
Okay, so you need him back?
Yes, if you can bring him back, please, that would be great.
Okay.
You want to do this other guy?
Who is this?
This is. Brown, you can stay in here because we're going to get started with you, and then when we're done, we'll bring the other one in. This concludes the hearing. Stephen Brown, 305. Yes, sir.
Hi, could we bring Gonzalez in now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes, that's perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
And here he comes. And what do you think is going to happen? Is the parole board going to retract their initial declaration? Are they going to let him out at his scheduled time so he has more special parole, more time out under supervision? Or are they going to go to the far extreme and just take it away altogether and make him sit in prison until 2029? Again, let me reiterate, we have never seen this happen before. He was sentenced for 11/25. The maximum they were able to hold him until was November 17th, 2026, with 3 years of special parole. I didn't know this because we've never seen it, but they apparently have the legal ability to keep someone in prison for that special parole period, not out in the public. I mean, this opens up a whole new can of worms when we talk about chomos and whatnot and how they don't do that. But are they going to say, screw it all? We don't care about supervision. You don't deserve to get paroled at all. Let's see how they handle this.
Okay, Mr. Gonzalez,
Yes,
we're gonna be back on the record with your case. After discussing it further, we wanted to deliberate a little bit more and correct some of the things that we had said during our previous hearing. So we're gonna just talk about your case a little bit more and then make a decision on how we're gonna proceed, okay?
it's all right.
Okay. Alrighty, so Mr. Gonzalez, we're back on the case with him, and he has an end of sentence for his current charges of October 8th of 2026, and an estimated special parole end date of December 5th, 2029. We had denied him discretionary parole, and now we are on the record to decide his release date. So, Member Turner, how do you feel about state of Mr. Gonzalez?
Excuse me, you say October?
Your end of sentence date for the current charges is October of 2026. Is that right?
Oh.
Okay. All right. We'll be right back with you. We're going to just listen for now. Don't interrupt, and then we're going to give you our answer in a second.
Yeah, but my
So-
sentence, excuse me, my sentence are ending in 2026 October. It's in November.
November. Okay. Okay, sir. I got that. November 2026. Thank you.
So we have determined that Mr. Gonzalez is not currently suitable for discretionary parole release. And he, as you said, has special parole running through the end of 2029. And given that he acquired these new convictions while on special parole, that he was returned once with new charges in 2021 off the same period of special parole, and then proceeded to abscond twice, 2021 and 2023. I would like to see us offset his release date and re-parole him to his running special parole June 30th of 2027.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. That would still leave him a little over
Excuse me.
2.5 years for supervision in the community.
I don't got no new charge in 2021.
Okay.
I don't got no new charge in 2021.
Okay. Hold on one second, sir. Member Sarkov, how do you feel about the release date from special parole of June 30th, 2027?
I would agree with that.
Okay. So in regards to Alexis Gonzalez, inmate number 280417, we're gonna make a motion again to deny his discretionary parole as we did for the following reasons: criminal history, inadequate program participation, and his current offense is committed on special parole. We're gonna further move to offset his special parole and give him a release date of June 30th, 2027, so that he has supervision in the community after that. Do I have a second?
So it's a re-parole to the running special parole as of June 30th, 2027.
Yes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, Mr. Gonzalez, what we decided to do is that we're not going to bring you back for a rehearing, okay, sir? You're going to re-parole out to your special parole sentence on June 30th, 2027. So from now until then, we hope that you take programs and get yourself ready, so that way when you go out, you don't reoffend. Okay, you'll be on special parole for another 2.5 years after that. You'll have supervision,
That's me,
okay?
I gotta finish my 3 years and do what? Couple more months for special parole?
You have to set special parole conditions.
Yes.
Yeah, because my regular sentence is 3 years.
Yeah,
I don't know how you got a new charge in 2021. I don't have no
Yeah.
new charge.
all right. I
know
understand.
who
We have
put
to
that.
set we're gonna set your special
Yeah, but-
parole conditions.
Yeah, but I
We're
don't
gonna set
know
your
who put that.
special, we're gonna set your special parole conditions, okay? So that way, you'll know what the rules are when you're on special parole, okay? So just give us a minute, we're gonna talk again. All right, I have no alcohol consumption, halfway house placement. I had domestic violence.
Mhm.
These victims that he last shot at have their information. He does not know these people.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't stipulate their name.
Okay. You have some other people from the original special parole that were listed.
Thinking back to 2020.
Yeah, do you want to? Part of his original special parole.
But it was for possession with intent to sell.
Okay, so these are probably older ones then. They must have put them on there.
He got 8 years.
Okay.
Special.
All right. So I think then all we're gonna have is just no alcohol, halfway house, domestic violence. Okay. So I'm gonna make another motion in regards to Alexis Gonzalez, inmate number 280417, set his special parole conditions for his free parole as no alcohol consumption, halfway house placement, and domestic violence program in the community. We have a second. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, Mr. Gonzalez. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna re-paroled in July of 2027, okay?
June.
I'm sorry, June 30th, 2027.
How is
All
that?
right? Because that's the
How is
date that
that?
we set. You have special parole running until 2029.
Yeah, but that's me, you violating my parole, be incarcerated, because I'm incarcerated, you give me extra year.
Yeah, we feel like that you
We're
can benefit
supposed
from
to
more.
together.
We feel like that you can benefit from more programs, sir, in the facility, right? And also
I
that
don't
we'd
know.
like you to have some supervision
I'm
when you're
not,
out.
I don't go do no programs.
Yeah.
Because you already denied me why I gotta do program now for.
To prepare yourself to be successful
I
when you're
don't gotta
back in the
prepare,
community.
I don't gotta prepare myself, miss.
Okay, well,
All
that's
right.
your choice.
I don't gotta prepare myself, because right now you got me with domestic violence. I don't know how in 2021, domestic violence, where? With who? With you?
We have
Because I
a
don't
police
got no
report
domestic violence.
detailing the
I don't
incident,
got no
sir.
domestic violence. The 8-year special parole is for drug. I don't know who you say that I shooting. I shoot these people you say there. To who? Who I shooting? There's nobody in court.
Yeah,
know what I
no,
mean? Like,
I'm looking at the
You
Hartford
got me, you
incident
got me
in
now. You're
March
bringing
of
things.
2021. The bitch is
You
lying,
bring
what
Yeah.
he said.
things. They gotta be
Okay,
alive
we're
here,
done.
because I don't got no domestic violence.
Okay, sir, well, the
I
hearing
don't
is
want
over
domestic
now.
violence.
The hearing is ended, okay? Good luck to you.
Yeah, to you too.
I had to watch this 5-6 times. I had to go back and listen to what their initial ruling was. And the reason I'm so confused is because it just hit me that they brought him back to let him out early. They didn't. This is insane. You actually can't make this up. This is wild. He throws a tantrum when they say, we are going to bring you back to have a hearing to see if you would be eligible for parole. He throws a tantrum, and who knows why, they change their mind, bring him back and say, you don't need a rehearing. You're just going to get paroled automatically on this date. And then what's confusing is instead of him being like, oh, thanks. I mean, I would have had to have done all of these things to have a rehearing in 2027, and who knows what your decision would have been, the anxiety. But no, instead, he continues his Manbaby tantrum. He continues to yell at the parole board. He continues to say, you're making me stay here one more year, which they are. He should be getting out November 17, 2026, but they have the discretion to keep him here longer because he's under their parole supervision for 12/5/2029. It's discretion. It's not discretionary. It's special parole, but I guess they still have it in their power. We've never seen it, but apparently they do because he is staying an extra year. June 30th, 2027. But he was supposed to come back initially after he threw his tantrum. He was going to come back and have another parole hearing where they were going to say, do you have write-ups? What programs have you taken? But instead, they rewarded him. They gave the toddler throwing a tantrum the entire cookie jar. I guess not the entire cookie jar, because they could have just gotten released on his special parole November 2017, 2026. But he got a big handful, 2 handfuls of cookies. I mean, because otherwise they could have kept him until 12/5/2029. Who knows what would happen? This is bizarre. This is a first, and it scrabbled my brain because none of it makes sense. I mean, first he's yelling about whether it's October or November that he's going to get out, and it's like, what are you arguing about? Like, who cares? It's like, and then he starts yelling at them when he's gifted 2 years. What a perpetual man-child. And it really, watching this makes us forget just how dangerous the district attorneys and judges are in these cases. This man had just gotten out of prison for shooting a man in the face. He absconds twice. He catches a DV charge, and then he shoots into a house, and they give him a plea deal of interfering with an officer. That's the deal that they give him, and he's sentenced to just 3 years in prison. Is anybody going to be surprised when he gets out if he kills someone? Anybody? This is so obvious. He is so dangerous. And I have his appeal up from his crime, and it's a horrific, it's a pattern. It has not changed. His crime was random, just like the one he just committed. He has no impulse control. He can't control his impulse when it's his own best interest. We've seen it through his entire life up until this very hearing. And yet, he was given a plea deal. 3 years. Interference with an officer. He could have gotten a minimum of 5 just for possessing a gun, not even shooting it. Where is it? You know, we've been talking about that megaphone, where we need a megaphone. We need a megaphone. We need someone loud enough who's going to talk about the weak DAs. And I don't care however you feel about this man, but Elon Musk retweeted this tweet, and he's been tweeting about it a lot now. Judges and DAs who allow repeat violent offenders to devastate the lives of innocent people must be fired. I couldn't agree more. It is so obvious. This is sick. This is not just putting your head in the sand. It is dangerous. What about this man makes you want to give a plea deal of 3 years? He's out on special parole. You could have revoked him for all of his special parole, and he would have gotten more time than the sentence he even is on now, my understanding. I don't know. You can't, and if that's not 100% accurate, what I just said, because it's confusing what's going on in this man's jacket, you just needed to give him a lot more time than 3 years when he shoots up a house. But it comes down to really not just weak. It's not weak district attorneys, because that's probably the wrong word. It's ideologically driven district attorneys. It's ideologically driven judges. They are under the belief that light on crime approach, white glove coddling is the right way to do it. They are looking at data and trying to manipulate the data. They want to be a light on crime state. They want to be able to brag about how they have a lower incarceration rate than other states. And they will do anything to make the data align with their perverted idea of law and order. That's my belief. Saying weak DA and judges it's just not the full picture. It's dangerous. And I'll put the appeal if anyone who wants to read about his initial crime in the description. And I hope that these parole hearings can get the megaphone that they deserve. So, it's one thing to read about it after the fact. It's another to see it all in motion, where the parole board actually came back. They actually came back and gifted him an extra, and gifted him release in the community after he threw a deranged, unhinged tantrum, the same type of tantrums that had gotten him in prison every moment he had a chance at freedom. That makes no sense. There is no logic behind this. They could have had him show up for a rehearing and then paroled him. Give him a chance to, but no. And you can't explain this. And I think it's fair to say that blood will be on the hands of the DAs, the judges, and the parole board when he goes out and kills someone. And with that, I'll let you go.
We understand you wrote the program.
POC part of this to now make the decision made me more time when I try to do everything better and better and better. Now I got it 3 years and you decide to give me an extra year in jail.
Yes, sir.
No, you can put the whole 29 if you want.
Yeah, we considered it.
That your people made yourselves like God. You know what I mean?
Our job to protect the community.
I don't even got family in here. And you don't see that. You know what I mean? When I ask for help, you don't see that. You don't see nothing in
Mr.
that.
Gonzalez,
You know
our
what I mean?
decision will help
When
you
you
get
say-
into
when
the
you say
programs
that-
you need to become
No, you
suitable.
say that now.
This
You
hearing
cannot
is
decide
over.
what I'm gonna do or not.
To prepare yourself to be successful
I
when you're
don't gotta
back in the
prepare
community.
I don't gotta prepare myself, miss.
Okay, well,
All
that's
right.
your choice.
I don't gotta prepare myself because right now you got me with domestic violence. I don't know how in 2021 domestic violence where? With who? With you?